Atlanta. Let's take a look.
Young Anakin, the chosen one from Atlanta. Look, wow. Oh my God, oh perfect.
That was a blowout.
American player, Anakin, he destroyed him.
Up next, we have the mouth of the South, Mr. PokChop.
Nice work again.
He hungry. He hungry.
That is not something you do normally with Jack.
That's instinct.
Oh, counter hit.
All right.
Nice. I'm looking forward to seeing it, man. I mean, Anakin versus PokChop, you know, a lot of people are going to say, you know, Anakin, widely known as probably one of the best players in the world, probably the best player in America as well. And they might be writing off PokChop here, but I don't think you can. You know, once you're at the top, everyone is looking at you in a different eye, and they're all looking at you with the means to try to beat you and defeat you. So I think PokChop is definitely going to be bringing it in this matchup. So I'm looking forward to see how it's going to play out.
Yeah, of course, you know, PokChop, you know, he is the mouth of the South, you know, but this is an online environment, Mark. You know, Anakin's not going to have to worry about hearing PokChop.
And you know what? He probably couldn't block him out if he has some amazing headsets, because Astro Gaming is the official headset and the mix amp of the Tekken Online Challenge. And of course, this year, extending their partnership and their products to us, the casters. Every caster from the Tekken Online Challenge is using these awesome Astro TR main stage headsets. And of course, we're going to be bringing you the hype throughout the rest of the matches throughout today. Of course, shout outs to Astro Gaming for their innovative designs and always supporting the fighting game community. And of course, much love to the Astro family. So I'm excited because we are, again, as I mentioned, we're going to talk about these players. We had a special interview with them as well. So let's take a look at what they both had to say.
I would say historically, I probably have had the upper hand, although I can definitely remember all the times that he's beaten me in tournaments, and those aren't very pleasant memories.
I haven't played Anakin in a long time since Tekken 6.
We actually used to be really, really good rivals when I was coming up in Tekken 6.
Tekken 5, when Anakin was, you know, like, he was preteen. You know, I play him every now and then. I've beat him in tournament before. I didn't, like, people like, oh, you just be Anakin. I was like, he's a kid, man, you know.
So we go way back. Nothing but love for the guy, but
this kid is going to be ridiculous when he get older. Then Tekken 6 came out. He was playing Roger Jr. full time. And he was winning all of the Georgia tournaments.
We talk about PokChop, I feel like, you know, we're talking about his antics, how funny he is, how, like, he likes to clown. We're not talking about his skills, how much he wins, who he's beating.
Besides Clint the Beast, I was the only person that could actually give him a run for his money and actually beat him. And I finally beat him in tournament. And this was, 6.
You know, I personally have maybe 10 plus years of experience actually fighting against him. So these things are going to be like drilled into my mind, into, like, you know, my knowledge of him as a player and everything.
And I finally caught up with Anakin. Like, I started getting better, started playing more people as well. I started traveling.
I think I have a really good understanding of how he plays, and since we come from the same city, we kind of came up playing the same players. Like, we kind of have, like, similar mentalities when it comes to certain topics of the game, similar play styles, and we kind of really, really understand each other.
Then Anakin started playing, going out of state, started playing a lot more, and then he took off. He left me behind a little.
Since we had a huge rivalry back in Tekken 6, he pretty much knows my game, and I pretty much know his game inside out.
I got old, man. I got old. So, you know, Anakin still got the youth of his 20s. You know, I'm in my 30s, so man.
I'm gonna be careful on this one, because if I sit here and say I'm gonna beat him down badly and it doesn't happen, I'm gonna look really bad.
I'm going to get totally outright destroyed.
You know, although I think that's what's gonna happen, I think I'll give PokChop, 2 games, maybe 1.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna get half of a match. I'm gonna get half of one. It ain't gonna be 5-0. It's gonna be 5 point. It's gonna be 5 to 0.5. God dang. Y'all could have gave me somebody easy like Shadow. Yeah, I said it, Shadow.
Oh my God.
Well, he thinks he's going to get 0.5 of a match. I don't think we score him out that way, but
no, definitely not. I mean, I think that means it's not a no-round round.
that is true. And I think that's key in any matchup, is you do not want to get hit with the no-round round. However, I think obviously because these guys have played against each other for maybe like 10 plus years now, this can really change at how we're actually going to be looking at it. So obviously the advantage is, as we said earlier, is maybe with Anakin, right?
Right.
But
I mean, it really should be.
It should be
Anakin. I mean, I think we talked about it previously, just about how Anakin has, risen the last few years, just the last year and a half, even, since joining with Red Bull. But let's see what you guys out there thought about this matchup. We have Anakin versus PokChop. Let's see. We had a tweet that went out, a little poll. See what you guys thought about it. And as you can see there, Anakin 60.6%, PokChop a solid 40. I think that's actually not too bad.
I mean, especially compared to the last poll that we had, Anakin obviously still the favorite, but not quite the landslide that we saw in the previous matchup. So the people obviously believe in the mouth of the South, in PokChop. So much more than at least appealing.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And the thing about PokChop that's really interesting to me is, he didn't have Bruce when this game came out, picked up Josie, but then since then, he's kind of become this DLC specialist, right? So Negan comes out and he goes ham with that character. Like, he's probably the best Negan I've seen. And then now Falkenraum is out. Everyone's seen the matches and the sets he's had with Big Majin, and his Falkenraum, it's no slouch. And we all know how strong Falkenraum is.
Let's put some respect on his name, too. He was able to beat so many of the international players that came out to Atlanta Battle Opera, which was probably the last and the biggest dojo that we had for the TWT circuit last year. And he was able to take on all comers, whether there was a top Japanese player or even a top Korean player. He was not defeated by them. And, Anakin, I mean, he has a list. He has a list of things that he's done not only last year, but even the year before. He was the top points getters for the Americans last year. Had such an amazing series of matches where he was able to beat and overcome some opponents that he's never beaten before. So, again, these two guys, they are definitely going to be bringing it. And speaking of bringing it, we're about to get started.
Game one of this set, first to 5, is going to be Paul
my God!
or Anakin going up against Falkenraum.
Did he go in the chat and say this is for Rip or anything? Because this is definitely the character you love seeing.
Oh, hell yeah, man. The Phoenix and Anakin's Paul is amazing, too. So let's go.
Yeah. And we rarely get to see him because, he really solidified, sticking to Jack in the past year. He's obviously used other characters in the past, but his Paul has always been a threat, and it's always been one of his best characters. We are in a no-wall stage here. Infinite Azure 2, and you know what? I've not seen this particular matchup, at least on the high level, but I do know that Falkenraum has the ability to punish a lot of Paul's most effective tools. So we'll see how that's going to play.
There's just so many things about this match in particular, right? Where you think that you're in the lead, right? But these characters do so much damage. So it doesn't matter who gets likely first. The other character always has the potential to come back.
That's for sure. The jab punish here on the forward 1+2.
And that forward 1+2, I believe it's -14. And Paul has a 14% launcher, but it doesn't have a lot of range. It's back 3.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it actually reaches it.
I think that's why he's trying to maybe beat him out. To probably see if he can get a punish of his own. Because on a whiff back 3, he might be able to get a launcher of his own. We'll see. Nice. Going for that low. See, that down back 4 is really good because it does have some decent tracking to it as well. Uh-oh, caught him ducking. Uh-oh, I mean, caught him with the low. This is going to hurt. Oh, he did a dash! He was thinking of a jack combo. Nice, keeping him there, no jabs in between.
Out of here.
See, the thing with that guard crush version of the move, he can actually jab in between it. But if he tries to jab in between the other version of it, he'll get hit.
Yo, PokChop tried to use that standing 3 long range, keep out of that, but Paul was already jabbing. Anakin recognized he was probably coming. That was ridiculous. What a counter.
He actually gets a counter with the punch reversal there. See what he does here. Again, caught him. Anakin not ducking. You don't want to get launched. You don't want to fear the wall standing 3 or any of his other devastating moves.
PokChop starting to focus about down a bit. He does have the life lead here, but it's not going to matter. The Phoenix is too strong.
It's kind of like he's hesitating here, at least in the matchup so far. Here's a combo from Anakin. Goes into the Demolition Man. It's all about spacing here. Nice wall standing 4. That is a beefy wall standing 4 as well.
What is that?
Oh, he got him out of there. He's able to convert. He should be able to kill. He should be able to kill here.
Hella kill with the drive. Doesn't even waste time. That could do a rage up and now. The drive will be enough damage. PokChop on the board. That's like at least a third of a game.
Oh yeah. If he gets one more round, that's more than half, right?
Yep. Better than you expected if you can get one more.
He's using Falkenraum, I believe. Very strong character. We have really yet to see this character, at least for on the Tekken channel, really explode. So I definitely want to see it. Oh my gosh, speaking of explode, the Death Fist, the Phoenix Smasher. Oh, back one.
Down
Be careful. Rage drive, is it gonna come? Uh-oh,
No,
he
he's
might
back
hit
in
him.
it.
Oh, you can't
that was
believe
sick.
he tried to go for the, I mean, he wasn't even in range. He went for the 10 string. He went for the 1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
Great stuff from PokChop.
4-3-2 string from PokChop. Something that PokChop likes to bring out. It's delayable. Oh, could have been a death with a whip punish there. Final round, game 1 here.
Oh, and he gets the whip punish there. Nice down forward 2. Goes into the demo man again. What's the mix-up? Oh my gosh.
How did he know?
He knew. He knew. How else is PokChop going to open him up?
You could have just run up and do it down forward too.
Done it yet. Nice, there's down back 4 again. This time using the 3+4. Oh my gosh, back to back. He went for the classic mix-up mid low.
Yeah, and again, he had done that a few times, right? Put him in the guard set situation, do a running 3 after. This time Anakin ready with the jab, keep out, floats him out of the air, and gets the first game.
I feel like PokChop's in the lead now because he got more than half a game there.
I mean, that might be a confidence booster for him. He might be like, yo, that's more than I expected again. We can do this. We can actually get 3 rounds in one time.
We can do it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, that was tough. You know, Anakin, you know, he was always just such a wall of, you know, spacing and defense when using Jack, and especially coming out with, you know, different timings for certain pokes, certain attacks. But with Paul, it's that same pressure, but you also have to worry about getting launched, getting hit by a death miss, getting hit by a crazy mix-up, and then, of course, throw game as well. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always interesting to me, like when I think back to Tekken 5, right?
Yeah.
There's a player out in SoCal named Arario who's from Atlanta, and he always had a really sick Jack, but also a really sick Paul Phoenix. And I was looking at Anakin like, wow, Anakin also has a really sick Jack and Paul Phoenix. And I don't know what it is about that region, you know, Atlanta, but they have the Jacks and the Paul Phoenixes there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you look at Joey Fury, Jack, and Paul Phoenix. Like, what is the correlation between these 2 characters and the players? I'm not sure, but it seems to be working.
Sometimes you get a sip of that water in Atlanta and it changes you. It changes you as a Tekken player.
Man, yeah, I mean, but like, what do you see between those characters that, you know, attracts a certain type of player?
It's
What's the
interesting because
appeal?
I feel like because they're honed as a Jack player, obviously one of the hallmarks that we can say from a lot of these players is their defense is sound, right?
True.
They have amazing defense, amazing spacing, and that obviously will carry over to a character like Paul, who is another hard-hitting character. One of those characters where you believe in the mind game over your opponent. So I think it's a natural transition for these players like Joey Fury, players like Anakin, of course, players like Arario, who play at a high-octane pace, but don't necessarily get to express themselves as much as with a character like Jack.
Makes sense.
Anyways, we're going to go into the arena.
Yeah, and every time I see the arena, I think of this Paul stage. I don't know why. It's always Paul stage to me, though.
Oh, and he caught him out of the air there. Quarter circle back 4. Gets the screw, but he misses the combo there. Oh, doesn't matter. Has another opportunity.
I think he was doing a running 3 and got hit before he left the ground, I guess?
That's what it looked like. PokChop has his work cut out for him. He's in range now. He can deal a lot of damage, but he's going to have to avoid this flurry of attacks from Anakin.
And you can see Anakin just keeping in place single jabs, and as soon as he whiffs, it's the back one, definitely whip punish. And it's not the back one, it's like a down for 2. It's going to be way worse than PokChop.
Damn! I heard the crunch in his neck, and that was it. Back 3. Able to get the nice quick launch there.
Paul got his knee up hella high.
Nice second hit. Follow up. Nice 1 forward 1+2. Able to get the extra damage. Ooh.
Man.
He's definitely swinging. He's trying to clip him there. Went for the quick back 1 attack. Again, that is like a 14-frame attack. Gets a follow-up as well.
Yeah, I mean, minus 15 on block, but the attack is so fast, you don't expect to punish it. Shredder kicks will be enough damage with the combo. Anakin up 2 rounds straight here in game 2. Back 1 again, though. Into the follow-up, PokChop. Starts to not strong.
Here we go. We got to be careful. I thought that would have been a death fist there. On the whiff especially.
PokChop has messed up.
He didn't get the real punish. He could have done a down forward 2 there. Oh, he's so good with that. Knowing his opponent's going to swing, and he's able to close it out here. Nice stuff. PokChop on the scoreboard again.
I didn't think the combo was going to kill. My bad.
Hey, this guy hits. He hurts. Not only is he a fake tall, he's pretty strong.
Fake tall.
Fake tall. Trailers only, baby.
Yeah, did he jab, 1-2 jab into a down forward 2? And he caught him, too. Holy
launch
crap.
him. Oh, no, he didn't go for it. He could have had the down forward 2 there. Nice wall
Demo
standing
Man
3.
Denied.
Okay, he's going for the wall carry, of course. Trying to keep him there. Oh, he hit him right out of it. Look at that, might be it.
Yeah, quick sidestep left from Anakin, and down 1-4 again. This guy's a genius. He's a genius.
He's making it work. I mean, he pulled it out maybe in the least suspecting, but now that he's done it twice, I don't know if it'll work again. Who knows?
You know what's really odd? I mean, Anakin has gotten a couple of really clutch sidesteps in here, but I haven't seen a single backboard 4 from PokChop.
Yeah.
You know, and a couple times on his approach, he's coming with lows, so Anakin's been scouting those out with some low parries. But why not the backboard 4? Maybe we'll see them as the set goes on.
I'm sure he's probably starting to put it together again. This is a longer set. This is not just a race to 2. So between both of the players, obviously, you know, they're feeling their opponents out. They're trying to see what is going to be effective here. Anakin obviously using that movement to his advantage. Will that, you know, kind of give a clue to PokChop and how he's going to approach the matchup now? Because, you know, he probably knows for sure that he had key opportunities to get a launch in certain instances where he blocked attacks. But in the same token, again, leading off with the sidestep and what has been effective against him. Things like the backboard 4, which track very well. Things like, you know, maybe utilizing down back 4 a little bit more other than the other low attacks. So who knows?
Yeah, it's very difficult to say, right? Especially with a character who has such good defense like Anakin does. You know, what is the best course of action here? But right now, you know, the matches haven't been complete blowouts. You know, PokChop was definitely a little concerned about it. You know, we heard it in his interview. But, you know, so far, it's not that terrible. He can actually still put something together here.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, I mean, we all say PokChop's strong. We all kind of recognize that he's strong. But Paul is also a very freaking strong character. That's
the thing I've been saying. You know, a lot of people, you know, you go on Twitter, you see them complaining about characters, etc. But I'm like, do you really think that Paul cannot beat Fakemram? Is that your real? Like, I always wonder about that because no one talks about Paul being that strong.
Paul could beat everyone. He's the strongest in the universe.
That's what I'm saying.
He takes on aliens.
Yeah, yep. Let's go.
Round 1.
He's the real star of Independence Day.
Yeah. Infinite Azure, though.
No, he used it right out the gate. He is letting it be known now. You are not getting anywhere. Oh, he ducked right away.
I mean, that's the thing, though, right? Because Anakin has been, like, stopping his lows with low parries because he's been scouting out PokChop approaching with lows. So backboard 4 is a high, so it's a little bit risky to throw out against Anakin.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's so fast and maybe a bit hard to react to, maybe on reaction. This is going to hurt. That is going to kill. It's definitely going to kill. This time into the Rage Art.
Take that time, gather your composure. In there.
All right, that's 1 round to PokChop. He does have the lead here in match number 3. However, will he be able to hold on to it? That is the big question here.
So I like the down 4 yeah.
And the jab check there from Anakin as well. I think the power of the single jab has, again, always been underrated by a lot of people. And I think it's really the tool that really helps open up a lot of players. Uh-oh. Oh, what a block.
Yep, standing 3 is putting the work right now. Nice duck in the high. While standing 3 for the whip punish.
Whoa, what's he doing?
That was interesting.
Out even on
Rage,
life.
though.
Of course, he does have rage, yeah. Oh! He's going to go for the cheeky drive. The mix-up drive.
No, 1+2 throw. He's dead.
Wow, twist and shout. Not able to break the throw. 1 round apiece.
Favorite throw in Tekken.
Oh, is that really?
It was.
Okay, nice. He floats him out of the air. He gets a mini combo. Not able to get more damage out of it. Oh, again,
okay.
Standing at 3. I like it.
And you know, you mentioned the single jab. Anakin that time with the 1-2 jab. So PokChop just ducked and looking for the jab and whip punish just both of them. That was awesome.
It's a mix-up. Goes for the down forward, too. No punish! Oh my gosh, he got him looking.
Uh-oh.
Where?
Rage mode?
Oh, he just did it! No fear, death fist, and look at that Anakin. He definitely has an ATL death fist, and I've seen many of those in the past. Moving like the speed of light. Here we go. Trying to keep him there. Anakin looking really, really strong here. Gets the follow-up there with the flash elbow. Thanks again. Getting the launch here. Oh, he didn't get the dash, but doesn't matter. Resetting the damage opportunity.
Still in this.
Back to 4.
No.
No.
4 attempt, yeah.
Oh!
The Phoenix. Oh, wait, back one into the drive. Look at the damage. Fade it.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice, I like it. Going to a final round here. PokChop might get on the scoreboard here.
He needs this one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Keep it close.
Stay in the
2-1.
contention here.
Back one. Good time, man.
Yeah, he didn't even go for the back 3 there.
PokChop, Oh my god, these back four whips could have been down 4-2s every time.
Nice. Again, transitioning into the ducking position really quickly, but again, that wasn't. Oh my god, I can't believe he did it again. He did it again.
Dude, Anakin, he's a cheeky fellow, this guy.
Down 1-4. You can see a bunch of people using it online now, trying to get away with murder. But man, look at that 3-0 so far in favor of Anakin. He's looking really good. He's looking really strong here.
You know, we don't have player cams right now, but you know he's got his Red Bull face on. He's RBF, right? But then at the same time, I wonder if like he just lets out this little giggle when he hits the down 1-4. You know, I feel like there's just a little giggle that comes out. Oh man, good old down 1-4. And the worst part about it now, if you're PokChop, because I've been hit by this mix-up as well. Now you know you're gonna get hit by the down 1-2 later because you don't want to get.
Maybe I don't know, but see that's the thing. Is Anakin gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna mix up the mix-up? Does he have to even mix it up?
Are you gonna really get hit by the down 1-4 though? If you're PokChop, if this was you, Mark, would you take down 1-2?
Oh, I would jab in between. I would jab in between because you can jab between all the options.
All right, see, you're a genius, Mark. You're next level. I would be guessing.
I'd be scared of the mix-up. I'm scared of the mix-up, so I'm not even gonna try to maximize the punish. I'm just gonna jab.
Bro, I would duck super hard. I'm like, this ain't happening again. I'll take the down 1-2. So I'm gonna launch you if you do down 1-4 again.
Yeah. Oh, either way, we're gonna go into the the fourth matchup now. It's 3-0 in favor of Anakin. So match number 4, and again with the Infinite Azure, what is going on here?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But fuck, I mean, you know, both these characters are ridiculous with walls, though.
Yep. Yep, they're ridiculous. I mean, they're ridiculous in rage.
They're ridiculous in general. Yes. Yeah, you know, the tattoo on Fakumam's face looks like Jin elected him, and it's like tattoo rubbed off of his arm into Fakumam's face, too.
Oh, Anakin's starting to come out aggressively here, using a lot more pokes here. Nice elbow. What a whiff punish, but he doesn't convert to the combo. Nice. Okay, down 4-3-4. Follow up here. PokChop needs to get his offense going. He does have rage. Oh, twisted shot broken.
If that's that important, that might have actually killed him.
It definitely would have. What do you do? How you gonna deal with it? No punish, not even a back one, nothing.
10 strings? Uh-oh.
He is making a statement without saying a word. I can't wait to interview him later. Okay. Oh, what a bait! Damn.
Was that Corsica for the one to wait into Shredders? That's
yes.
tight.
He ducked and then he went to Shredders. That was crazy.
We're running through all of this.
He's definitely in PokChop's head right now.
Definitely.
Oh, nice. I thought it was counter hit. Did not get the full juggle there.
Yeah, that string, the second and third hit are minus 12. Round the third hit.
Fight.
All right, here we go. Anakin with the huge lead right now. Let's see if PokChop's able to make a comeback here. Oh, nice launch.
Good.
That's one way to do it. He misses the back 3. No.
It's okay. He's still got half-life here. So one launcher and he should win the round.
Yeah, nice half-life, but a counter strike here from Anakin. Oh my gosh.
All day. Down 1, down 4 this time.
I think it's gonna happen. I'm waiting for it actually.
Oh
Here it
no!
Is. Oh, this time he was ready. That's one way to counter. You're not gonna down 1 me. He puts him in the orange box and it's all over.
He hella went for it too.
Oh my gosh.
Is he living?
He's
Hell
dead.
no.
He's dead.
Round.
Jeez.
Fight.
He got me with that one.
Hell yeah, he did.
Damn, he was ready. Not even for the 4. He was just ready for the down 1.
He's like, I ain't dealing with the mix-up.
Oop. Uh-oh, this is bad.
Oh,
Anakin has a huge lead right now.
Anakin's not even gonna go for a launch. He's gonna poke him down so he can kill the down 1 mix-up.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, sidestep 3. Caught him looking, and look at that. Anakin is now up 4-0.
He is. It's looking ugly. I mean, look, PokChop said as much in his interview that he was gonna get destroyed. I didn't actually believe him though. You know, I thought he's just playing it up for the camera. You know, Anakin was talking about, you know, everyone knows for his antics. They don't know, you know, they don't talk about his skill and everything. And I agree with Anakin, right? Like, and Anakin's completely correct. But this is looking like that age thing he was talking about. You know, he's old now, man. And Anakin, he's not in his 30s yet. It's young man versus old man right now.
I gotta believe. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. You gotta believe in the old guard. You gotta believe in the old guard. You know, he showed things here. We saw some moments of brilliance. He was able to mount a lot of damage, but he has to close it out. That's the thing. It's closing it out, and that's where it counts.
Do you think right now, since he's on his last life, Is it time to bring out Negan or Josie?
I think he will stick with PokChop.
I want to see some Negan or some Josie. I want to see a switch. I just don't want to see the PokChop. The PokChop is not working. You know, he's tried it, right? He's given it a good try. 4 games. Let's try something else. I don't know.
We'll see.
And between the two, I mean, doesn't Josie punish Deathwish pretty well too? It's not like he's blocking a lot of Deathwish anyway.
I mean, she can, but it's not like really well. It's not like she gets a very consistent launch afterwards or anything like that. But I mean, is he really blocking the Death Fist?
I'm waiting to see. Yeah.
He blocked one.
Boy.
He's locked. He's stuck with Negan then.
Yeah, for the whole set. I mean, his Negan is no slouch.
Oh man, I hope you have your pants on.
Oh man, I'm sitting on the toilet. Like...
All right, here we go. He brings out the Vampire Bat Lucille, and now we are going into this matchup. Surprise, surprise! He's not going to go down with Fakaram. He is going to call out his homie from AMC's Walking Dead.
Easy
Lord Negan steps to the plate.
Round
Now, is this going to be like a double, a single, or is he going to go for the home run here? That's the question. Oh, you can't whip that!
He's dead! Whoa, okay. He'll put in work right now, but no!
Oh, the second hit! I was going to say early on, it looked like PokChop was already moving with more confidence, at least movement-wise, but right now, he is caught in the vortex. Oh my gosh. Don't do it again. Nah, don't do it to him.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, man. What a whip punish. That was crazy. His spacing.
Yeah, dude. He's recognized he has such a lead. He's like, if I just stand here and then I backdash, you can win something for me?
Okay, nice. Able to catch him here. Let's see what kind of setups we're going to get. Again, he has to be very careful back to the wall here.
Not cool.
Definitely not cool.
Not cool at all.
Ooh, he interrupted him there. Oh my god. How did that hit?
Oki and the Death Fist set point for Anakin to get the full sweep 5-0 here. It doesn't matter if you bring weapons to the party, Fakaram to the party, dash into hop kick, drop the full combo. Yikes. Okay,
Oh, nice wall standing too. Here we go. He's going to push towards the wall here. Let's see what kind of damage he gets. Goes for the stab. Yes, he does. Intimidation is a factor. Keeping the pressure here. Going to the plus frame. Gets the shove. But, oh, big combo here from Anakin. What's he going to do? Transition. It's way back 2.
Set point.
Watch out for the Death Fist. I feel it.
Oh, God.
No!
He killed him. Oh my goodness. Anakin with the 5-0, 5-0 sweep. Oh, that is a little heartbreaking. I thought we were gonna get a little bit more of a competitive set, not gonna lie. But it went down just as PokChop predicted. You know,
I mean, we did not even have a competitive interview in that regard.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to talk to both of these players because I know they're both doing their things within the Tekken world, whether it's training locally with players online or through Anakin's, his tutorial series as well. So I'm excited to talk to them and also ask them, like, what happened there? What happened there?
That was ridiculous. Yeah, I've talked about it multiple times over the past year and a half. Just Anakin, the way he's leveled up since gaining these sponsorships, right? Obviously, he's Radiance, Red Bull Anakin now. And we've all watched him just grow as a player and just, compete against me at the highest level of the game. So many top finishes. Evo last year, top 3. We saw him a combo breaker, top 3. And he always seemed like he was so close to just taking him out. And now, unfortunately, we're in this situation where we don't get these offline events anymore, right? But it's obviously seems like Anakin hasn't lost a step. His Paul Phoenix has always been great. I've always kind of wanted to see him go to Paul more in tournaments, especially in those matchups with Nee, because Nee would always bring Paul out against them. And
yeah.
But I was like, bring your own Paul. You have a Paul too. I've always wanted to see that. We never got to see it. But here we go, Anakin today with the Paul Phoenix getting it done, 5-0 over PokChop.
Nice work, of course. And again, both of these players, great players overall. Don't let this score tell you any different. I mean, PokChop is a great player. We've seen him play against countless other great players in the past. But I believe we're going to bring in both players for an interview, and we're going to be able to talk to them and ask them a little bit more about the matchup.
Yep, I think we're still waiting to set it all up, though. But, while we get that set up, guys, I'm just curious. Like, do you think Josie Mark? Do you think that could have worked out for him against Paul, or do you think that was like something he shouldn't have even considered? Just to
that's the thing. I honestly thought that Anakin was not going to be picking Paul for this. I thought he was going to be using another character. So going into this matchup, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, I think Josie is strong. Obviously, PokChop is a little bit stronger, but he could have done it with any of the characters. But the thing is, your familiarity with the character and your ability to do things instinctively without having to kind of sit and think like, oh, I should have done this versus just doing it, that could be a huge difference in the tempo and the speed that you play your character at. So because he's probably more used to Josie and maybe even Negan, those are probably better characters to maybe pick in this particular matchup.
It's true. Yeah, that's very true. I actually had watched that PokChop big margin set, and once PokChop gets rolling, and his confidence is building and he's in your head, that's when he's like a beast and you can't stop him, right? So
without a doubt, momentum is key for him. Like, once he starts going, I mean, that's why there's the no round brown, is because he starts piling it up on you. He'll win 3 straight rounds. It is a momentum drain against his opponent. He destroys them, but he never got that momentum against Anakin. That's the thing.
Yeah, and if you listen to like the commentators, you see him all the time. They all can predict what he's going to do, not because he does the same thing over and over, but because of his personality and the way he plays. He's like, he's going to throw him again, and this time with a different throw. Like that's their mindset. They'll say stuff like that on commentary.
Even
and
between
then
matches,
that's
like,
what he'll do.
He's definitely going to look at the camera and say something. It's going to happen. You could tell because that's within his style. You already know that he's going to make a reaction, whether it's within the game or out of the game.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate the score went the way it did today, but PokChop, as we mentioned, fantastic player. I was trying to think. I think the last time I played him was probably it must have been final round or CEO, actually. I think it was CEO. And he beat me so badly with Negan. He told me afterwards, like, yeah, from the first round, I knew you didn't know anything, so I knew it was going to be free. And he was just basically styling on me. And we didn't even get to see it, but, like, he does those resets for it's either a reset combo or an unblockable with Negan. I got hit by every single one of them. I was like, do I just stay down? Nope, that's a reset. Get up now? Unblockable. Okay, fantastic.
Fell into the trap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really fun to watch. But yeah, it's also, so odd that we haven't gotten to see more Negans in tournament. Conflict 220 in SoCal, we have him as a Negan, but he prefers Lars still. So he's the guy, he's running Lars and Negan. Like, he picks like the characters that nobody wants to use. But, hopefully in the future we do get to see more Negans.
For sure. But we do have both of the players. We have Anakin and we have PokChop. They're going to be joining us on the call right now, where we're going to ask them a few questions about their recent matchup that we just saw on stream. Hey, guys.
What's up, guys?
Boom.
Hey, Anakin, smiling. I could tell you look happy here. PokChop, how you feeling?
Yeah.
All right, let's start with Anakin. Anakin, surprise pick here. I didn't think you were going to pick Paul in the matchup. What led you to pick Paul?
I feel like that's a character I have as much as experience as Jack, and it's a character that I've been playing a lot lately, so I wanted to see if Paul could do it, basically. I feel like I would probably have a harder time against PokChop's fucking Rum if I pick Jack, just because he knows my Jack very well. We've been playing for years, and, he has just as much range as Jack, I guess, when we play that matchup. So I feel like I would have more problems if I pick Jack.
Now, PokChop, you guys have been playing pretty recently, having some sets back and forth within the Atlanta area. How did those matchups leading up to this go?
Well, those matchups was, of course, offline, so it was a lot more close. It was close fights. First fight, I won 10-8. Second fight, Anakin won like 10-6. Then the last set, it was a 10-9. Anakin won. So pretty close sets. But
were you expecting the Paul pick?
Yeah. He beat me with Paul, and I believe Rum beats Jack because a lot of his ranged moves, like the machine gun punches, the back both punches. I think there's still back both punches or forward both punches, but Rum can punish those. So those key moves that he has to push characters away from him, Rum has the ability to punish those moves. So I feel like it is a bad matchup for Jack.
Yeah, and PokChop, I feel like a lot of people don't give you credit as a player because of all your on-screen, antics that you'll perform between matches and everything. But I wanted to ask you, are you like a lab monster? Are you someone who sits in practice mode and figures out things with characters, or you just kind of watch videos and study? Like, what's your process?
I just play it. Like if we don't have a player that plays a certain character down here, I don't have the knowledge. I don't know how to lab. If I go to practice mode, I'm just going to go in there and do combos. I'm not going to practice on how certain situations or how to punch something. I'm just going to play because I'm the type of player that learns from battle experience. I can't learn from playing a computer and punishing something 1,000 times. It's not gonna be instilled into my muscle memory. So
Gotcha.
that's why I'm always playing people. That's why I'm always playing offline. I mean, whenever you see me play, I'm offline playing somebody else. Never in practice. I can't do it. I just can't.
I got you. And another question I had about you. Obviously, you've kind of went down this path of being this DLC monster, right? You've got this Negan that's super strong. Now you've got Rob. Is that your path here? I mean, what are you waiting for? I understand there's no Bruce in the game, right? But Josie's pretty strong right now. What do you think about her too?
I never wanted to play Josie. I always wanted Muay Thai, and there was no Muay Thai characters in the game. So when Negan came out, I was like, wow, they brought out the Walking Dead character, and he legit is my favorite character on Walking Dead. So I'm not the type that goes and play characters because of the tiers. I go play characters that I like, and Negan was the character that I really wanted to get to play into to master. And even though he sucked, he still sucked. I stuck with him. I stuck with him. And then the release of Rum. When he came out, I was like, oh, everybody's getting dropped. I don't care if this character's sorry. I don't care if he's top tier. I'm picking this character because that's Bruce. I mean, he's not Bruce, but that's the best I'm gonna get. That's the best I'm gonna get as far as Bruce. But as far as Josie, I never liked playing her. Well,
that's cool, man. I'm glad you have characters that you want to play now. At least that's cool. And Anakin, back to you really quick. We mentioned in the past. I've just brought it up a second ago where we've seen you use Jack in the tournament all the time, especially against Knee, right? You get these matchups where you face Knee. It's always Jack versus Paul, and Knee ends up edging you out at the end. And I've always wondered, why didn't you try Paul against Knee in those situations? And obviously today you show that your Paul is still capable.
Yeah, I think it all just comes down to how I'm feeling on that day. If I feel like I give myself the best chance using whatever character, I'll definitely go with them. It just so happens that I always feel the most comfortable with Jack. And I don't really want to count him out and not give him a chance to kind of earn his victories in a tournament. I don't want to just discount him just because I've had so much success with him.
Well said. I mean, you've definitely changed how the outlook on Jack leading into it. I mean, you did so amazingly well last year. I think you even ended up beating Knee in one of the events last year, and he was, JDCR, because that was another player that you didn't beat prior, but you ended up finally beating him in tournament, right?
Yeah, it was a long cold streak of playing against JDCR, but I actually got him the last couple times, including the one in Thailand. So felt good to get that monkey off my back, and to do it with Jack just feels good, and it shows people that you can kind of play with the character that you think you're the best with, or you want to have fun with, and still kind of play on whatever level you want to play.
Nice. Before we let both of you guys go, I got to ask PokChop, is there anything that's going on with you Tekken-wise, anything that you want to tell the Tekken fans, and where can people follow you or watch you?
You can follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch at PokChop50. Right now, every Wednesday is 4-4 Fight Night. Every first and third Saturday of the month is OG Saturdays. And we have monthlies that's going down every last Saturday of each month. So if you all would like to watch some high-level ATL Tekken action, you could tune in on my channel on those days.
So everyone, make sure you take note. Give PokChop a follow and make sure you watch the streams. They stream pretty regularly, so make sure you guys watch their Tekken action. Same question for you, Anakin. What you up to now, and where can people follow and watch you?
Main thing lately has been the series on Red Bull Gaming's YouTube channel, the Class in Session, where we try to teach beginners Tekken. Pretty much anyone who's tried to, or anyone who's had an interest or wanted to try Tekken, now with all this extra free time, you could definitely watch those videos and pick up a hard to learn game in just a matter of a few short vids. And that's been pretty cool, making that during quarantine and everything. Otherwise, you can catch me streaming on my Twitch channel, TK_Anakin. I like to have a lot of fun and show play different characters and everything. So it's always a good time.
Sweet, man. Well, thank you guys for the match today. I know it didn't go your way, PokChop, but I'm sure you'll bounce back and hopefully you'll get your match to Shadow. I don't know why you want it so badly, but hopefully one day we're going to see that as well.
Shadow already had his time when he came down here, and then I defeated the the Japanese players, the Korean players, and the Philippine players, and Shadow caught that work by Negan, by the way. So.
Uh-huh. Oh man, nicely done. Good job, you guys. We're gonna let you guys go now. But congratulations, Anakin, for your Paul showing impressive stuff.
Nice. So Rip, we are 2 out of our 3 matches down now. What do you think so far from what we've seen today?
Things have gone not the way I expected, obviously. I think that. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I had someone in my ear. I apologize, guys. But we do have more matches coming your way. These last couple matches didn't go the way I thought they were going to go. We had Sukin. I thought he was going to predict it exactly. This last match with PokChop, I didn't think he was going to predict it exactly. So I don't know what's going to happen next. We still have 725 versus Running Black coming up next. We can talk about that a little bit later, but I have a feeling that's not going to go the way I expected to go either.
Well, we'll find out, but I believe we are going to be taking a short break, and we'll be back with more Tekken action here from the Tekken 7 Online Challenge. Be right back.